Some of these scumbag liberals like to say that Biden apparently has some kind of ethics. And yes, I would agree that he does have some kind of ethics. In 1972, he promised the people that voted for him that he was a crook. I quote um, to Dan Rather. Um, I don't think you should ever assume that I'm not a crook. Well, fast forward 50 years later, 51 years later, and he has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is exactly what he has said he is. So, yes, he does have some kind of ethics. But that's not exactly a good thing in Biden's case. However, I measure ethics by whether or not somebody is capable of actually keeping their word. Uh, if they're going to be somewhere, they're going to be somewhere. If they say they're going to do something, it's you can assume it's already done. Joe Biden spent 50 years sucking a salary off of the taxpayer and has done absolutely nothing but destroy America. None of his campaign promises for the past 50 years have actually amounted to anything but failure. And that is assuming that he ever actually tried to sincerely implement what he was talking about on the campaign trail. In contrast with Donald Trump, who, with the exception of one campaign promise that I really wish he would have implemented, he has Donald Trump actually did exactly what he said he was going to do the whole time he was in office. He had no failure rate. If he thought that he wasn't going to be able to do it, he just didn't say that he was going to be able to do it. That's ethics. That's somebody that you can trust, where a man's word is actually his bond and not just some headline in a liberal rag. We do not need a Democrat in office ever again. I do not believe for a second, and I don't think anybody that's ever followed my channel on any of the platforms that I've been on believes for a second that Joe Biden had one vote. Because the way COVID was handled by the Democrats, that should have angered people in the voting box to the point that they were just disgusted with the very existence of a Democrat. So, yes, in Biden's case, having some form of ethics is not a good thing. But then again, um, in my experience, the word Democrat is synonymous with criminal. I have never actually served a warrant on somebody that wasn't a Democrat. And I'm currently working on serving my 6,000th warrant on Wednesday. That might actually be a milestone, actually. So yeah, I I freelance as a process server for the Clark County Courthouse, and it keeps food on the table. I have never actually seen a warrant served on somebody that wasn't a Democrat. Now, I do have to caveat that with the fact that Vancouver, Washington is a suburb of Portland, Oregon, and Portland, Oregon is the scummiest. Um, how did George Lucas put it? You will never see such a collection of scum and villainy.